All right, mathematicians. Today for math, we have just a couple activities, so it will not be a very long video. If you have your paper and pencil ready, we will go ahead and get started. For our math journal today, we have this problem here, and let's read it together. Tanisha had 5 grapes. She gave 3 grapes to a friend. How many grapes does Tanisha have now? Draw the grapes and fill in the number sentence. So we have these rectangles representing or showing the number sentence that we have to fill in. But first, let's work through the problem. How many grapes did she have? That's right, she had 5 grapes. So I'm going to draw the grapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on your paper, you can draw your 5 grapes too. So we have our first sentence done. Our second sentence, she gave 3 grapes to a friend. So if she gave her grapes to a friend, her number, does it get bigger or smaller? That's right, it gets smaller. So if you give something away, you have less of it. So she gave 3 grapes to a friend. So we're going to cross off 3. So on your paper, cross off 3 grapes. How many grapes does Tanisha have now? How many remain, or how many are left? That's right, we have 2 left. So now we have to fill in our number sentence. Because this is a subtraction problem, we're going to start with our whole. Do you remember how many was in our whole? That's right, it was 5. How many did we take away, or how many did she give away? 3. How many are left over? That's right, 2. So our math sentence for today's journal says 5 minus 3 equals 2. Now we have our problem set for today. And again, we know, boys and girls, that you do not have this worksheet. So don't worry about not having exactly what we have, but you can draw pictures on pieces of paper, or just as you're watching the video, you can pretend that you have your magic finger ready and to draw with us. So let's go ahead and get started. The directions say to write a number bond to match each domino. So I have 5 dominoes. So we're going to start right here. My number bond tells me that I have a whole of 10. I have one part of 5, so my job is to fill in the rest of the number bond. So let's count to see how many dots. We should have 10. Let's make sure that they didn't make a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So boys and girls, do you see this line right here on the domino? That's like telling you that you have part 1 and part 2, because we know part plus part equals our whole, or whole minus a part gives us a part. So if I have 5 here, what number goes here? How many is in my bottom section of the domino? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put 5 here. So 10 minus 5 gives us 5 left. Let's do this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my whole is 7. I have to figure out my 2 parts. Remembering that this line shows my part is broken up. How many dots are right here in my first part? You should see that that's 1. And how many more? I have 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is my second part. So I could have my whole domino, take away 1, and I'm left with 6. Or I can take my whole domino, take away 6, and I'm left with 1. So 7 minus 1 gives me 6, or 7 minus 6 gives me 1. Let's move on. We have empty number bonds here, so we have to tell the whole and both parts. So first, let's figure out how many I have as a whole. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right here is my whole for 10. My line of the domino is telling me I have my 2 parts. So if I look at my first part, I know that I have 3. So I have 3 on top. And if I look at my bottom, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 10 minus 3 gives me 7, or 10 minus 7 gives me 3. Okay? This one we still have all pieces of our number bond blank, so we have to find our whole. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our whole is 10 again, but I notice that it doesn't look like these other two with a whole of 10. So we know that there's several ways to get to 10. So we're going to see what this way is for this number bond. Let's count the first part. How many is there? That's right, 4. Now we know and we can see quickly that this is 3. So we're going to count on from 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that 10, take away these 4 up here, give me 6, or I could take 10 minus 6, leaves me with 4. Okay, we have one more to do. How many do I have as a whole? Let's see if we can count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our whole is 10 again. What's my first part? You're correct, it's 2. 1, 2. What's my second part? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know that 10 minus these 2 leave me with 8. Or I can take 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. Now we have something for you to do in your math journals. It says on your paper, draw one domino and a number bond. Pretend you are the teacher and ask an adult at home to fill it in. So this is like homework for your parents. So you play the teacher, give them a number bond and a domino and see if they can tell you your whole, your part, and your part. And we would love to see the videos or pictures of you teaching your parents how to be great mathematicians.